The little guy hugged his mum like a kitten, and his teasing sister, the prince, bought him a new M4 player. He crossed off a wish, closed his notebook, and his sister burst in with a cup of coffee. That sincere look stunned the prince after realizing the truth. His M4 leaked some info. He stared off into the distance, pondering how to tackle this, his mind swirling with what should I do. Life was good, and the family was happy, so they decided to capture this one moment with a photo. But happiness was short-lived. As a man approached the prince, they were former rivals. 10 years had passed in the blink of an eye, and the man no longer harbored resentment over old wins. He brought up old cow and casually talked about their latest scheme. He urged the prince to escape with his family. See, after all, that guy cow could do anything nefarious. 2 lackeys, already prepared, assigned one to deal with the prince and the other to handle the mom. Curly snuck into the restaurant with his crew while the prince was away. Even though the mom stood her ground, she couldn't fend off the thugs. He was dragged out the door, and they started smashing things. No matter how hard he tried, Curly didn't even flinch. Listening to their mom's cries, the sister rushed at Curly, but due to her fear of the prince, Curly couldn't overreact. That night, the prince tracked down Curly and laid it out clearly. I have nothing to say to you. I want to meet Premier Zhu Pansu. Old Cow was surprised at the prince's obedience but showed disdain. The prince pleaded for his family, but Old Cow wrote a love letter for talent. He hoped the prince would become his prime minister, but the prince shut it down without hesitation, saying, "No. I'm begging you." Hearing Old Cow lose his temper, possibly out of fear, he issued a kill order, and the cops and lackeys got to work. He got thugs to the car yard, causing chaos, shouting, "Twist my car." I'm a total pro at pranks, knowing they're up to no good, yet the prince is smiling like it's parade day. The more they acted fearless, the more blood dripped from the corner of the prince's mouth. What are you doing? Isn't this a bit much? Was he the one at fault? Sorry, it's a company thing. They surrounded the prince, throwing punches everywhere. Despite the pain, he didn't think about fighting. The boss saw trouble and rushed to stop, but the thug grabbed a wrench and gave a physical attack. Unfortunately for him, the prince heard a scream. He quickly got up to help, shielding the boss from all the hits, as the crowd around them grew. He left, and the cops, seeing the prince didn't retaliate, felt regret, initially intending to jail him again. Looks like this plan's going down the drain. Little Eight heard about earlier and came to mock, thinking the prince was a ferocious tiger, but now it seemed he was just a weak little kitten. How did you know? I'm just a kid. Kid? The feeling of being belittled made Little Eight explode. He started mocking. He couldn't understand why misfortune struck him, enemy's killer. His sister listened, unsuspecting. Although he felt troubled and vexed, it could still be considered somewhat acceptable. After tossing and turning restlessly throughout the entire night, he finally mustered the courage to speak the truth. I have never, in my previous experiences, encountered such a sorrowful man before. Watching the prince cry, he was just too young. Unaware of the world's end, he felt the prince wasn't a bad guy. So I searched for a few days and finally got the speech. Watched for a decade. What a truly lucky fella. After hearing Mom's words, the sister got it. Despite some resentment in her tone, she still asked the prince to stay. The late brother was real, but he never behaved decently, often hitting Mom for money, sparking neighbor complaints. So in his youthful days, when the brother passed away, there was immense joy inside. Now they could sleep peacefully and Mom wouldn't have to suffer anymore. Prince waited above as the sister ran home, unaware of the motorcycle speeding toward her from afar. The sister was sent to hospital. Mom stared blankly. After much thought, she decided to surrender. She planned to sell the restaurant and leave with her 2 kids. Meanwhile, the prince knew Old Cow wouldn't let go easily, so he decided to take. The prince humbly stated that he would leave with his family, but Old Cow just smirked and suggested the prince cut off an arm. He was still afraid of the prince's fighting skills, wanting to break his arm, yet faced with this demand, the prince reluctantly. Everything was worth it for Mom's safety. The former 2 lackeys posed no obstacle. Cripple easily managed to unlock the prince's mobile. After Old Cow nodded, they slowly departed. The cripple told the prince that he didn't go all out, managing to dodge the lackeys without serious injury. The cripple told the prince that he didn't apply much force, cleverly avoiding the mobile and veins, merely causing some flesh. Even so, Old Cow wasn't about to let them off. After a stern warning, the former lackeys took on the task. After bandaging, the prince looked at his sister on the bed, believing all would be fine and their family would live happily. But the sudden appearance of the lackeys left the mom gasping. No matter how she struggled, she couldn't escape the shadow.